What's up, everyone? Welcome to Hooper Mix TV, where we talk everything hoops. My name is Pat, and on this video, we will be discussing the all-time top 5 signature moves in the NBA. If you play professional basketball pretty much all your life, one of the goals is to develop an unguardable shot that these players have spent countless hours perfecting in order for these moves to be effective during games. As Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." There are a lot of signature moves since the NBA has started, from the Iceman's finger roll to Magic Johnson's no-look passes, and even Manu Ginobili's Eurostep. But for the sake of limiting it to top 5, we will select the trademark moves that translated to winning championships due to the fact that the players who developed this was almost unstoppable because of the signature moves they've added to their repertoire. So let's get to it. Starting at number 5, we have Allen Iverson's crossover. Though we can say that the killer crossover started with Tim Hardaway, we can all agree that it's been popularized and made known by AI. Before Iverson, guards were taught to dribble fast and tight. But when AI came in, he jumped out of the gates and started dribbling lower and wider, in which a lot of ankles have been broken. The key to this move was that AI would dribble wide from one side, added with some head fakes, and then hit them with a low crossover bounce that causes defender to get off balance. Unfortunately, this move did not translate to a championship, but we can all say that AI's move has helped bring the streets to the NBA in terms of basketball moves. Also, AI was one of the first scoring guards in the league, when the norm for guards were mainly to bring up the ball down the court and get assists, but AI would be breaking ankles and scoring buckets. If it wasn't for Iverson paving the way for scoring guards, players like Westbrook, Derrick Rose, John Wall, to name a few, probably wouldn't have a blueprint to follow as a scoring guard in the league. Next up at number 4, we have Hakeem's Dream Shake. The Dream is arguably one of the all-time great centers that ever played, and probably one of the most graceful big to ever step on the court. Hakeem, even as a big, has too many tricks up his sleeves and will hit you with combination of pump fakes, drop steps, pivots, and jab steps by using his one-of-a-kind impeccable footwork. The Dream Shake became a signature move where you can hear the screams and cheers from the arena. And even the opposing team are very much excited to see Hakeem do the Dream Shake. One of the most known variations is when Dream drives to the baseline. He would fake a pass or a lay-in using just one hand, which and then spins back the other just to hit you with another pump fake. Then pivot again and step past his confused defender for a bucket. These are all only possible due to the Dream's amazing footwork. And for someone his size, most of the time, other bigs who defend him are too slow to even follow the move. Hakeem were able to perfect and use these moves on notable big men like Shaquille O'Neal and David Robinson. But more importantly, Hakeem and the Houston Rockets were able to win 2 championships in 1994 and 1995. At number 3, for Team Duncan, the bank is always open. Nothing else fits a signature move with a player better than Team Duncan and his bank shot. Timmy D's signature move is one of the reasons why he is called the Big Fundamental. Unlike other signature moves that are for showmanship and some would say flashy, I would categorize TD's bank shot as simple yet well polished. In the eyes of a regular fan, Duncan's game would probably be summarized as boring, but to someone who understands the game, they would truly appreciate Duncan's greatness. Once the Big Fundamental turns and faces you on that elbow, the bank will always be open, and better count that bucket as soon as it hit the backboard. 3 finals MVP and 2 regular season MVPs does not sound boring to me. And TD were able to help the San Antonio Spurs win 5 championships. He is arguably the best power forward to ever play the game. Next up at number 2, Kareem's Skyhook. Imagine how hard it is blocking a regular shot from a 7-foot tall player. Then add a couple more inches with the player's jump, plus their arm extension, that will be almost close to impossible to block. The Skyhook became one of the most iconic shots ever, one of the most unstoppable shot, and is one of the reasons why Kareem is sitting at the top for points scored for the longest time. Skyhook is a move where your shoulders are perpendicular to the basket, creating some distance between the ball and the defender. Then, in one motion, Kareem would bring the ball up from his side while shielding with his other arm, before releasing with a hook shot at the very top of his reach and over his shoulder, using mostly just wrist rather than arms. The point of release is so high that the shot is deemed unstoppable as it's almost impossible to block. Though similar moves like the baby hook is still being used to this day, I doubt we will see another player master the skyhook like Kareem did. Some might label Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as shy, aloof, introvert, but for me, I would label him as 6-time MVP, 2 times Finals MVP, and more importantly, a 6-time NBA champion. Of course, last but not the least, at number 1, the GOAT's go-to move, the fadeaway. Up to this day, many current NBA players have modeled their game to Michael Jordan and adding the fadeaway to their game. From your regular pickup game up to the NBA, nothing feels better than hitting a fadeaway shot with the hand of the defender in your face, with your tongue out, and then you hear that swish. Boom. His post moves were so elite that MJ would back down opposing players up to mid-range, use a shoulder fake, then bump to his defender to create space, and hit them with a high arcing shot while his body is falling away. This move was so beautiful to watch and yet unstoppable that MJ would use this over and over again, especially during crunch time or key moments of the game. This shot was incorporated by a lot of players, even Hall of Famers such as T-Mac, Vince Carter, Melo, and Wade, into their games and had a lot of success getting buckets using the fadeaway. But everyone would agree that Kobe Bryant was the closest thing to MJ, both in totality of their game, the approach, and even the fadeaway shot. Jordan even jokingly said that Kobe is probably the only one that can beat him one-on-one, just because he stole all of his moves. MJ had won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls, 5 season MVPs, 6 finals MVP, and 10 scoring titles under his belt. He is considered to be the greatest player to ever play the game, and with that fadeaway as one of his weapons, very few would disagree that he is in fact the greatest of all time. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed our top 5 list of NBA signature moves, and if you don't agree, that's okay. Just make sure you leave in the comment which move you think should have made it to our top 5. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. Go follow all of our social media, same name, links will be down below. Make sure to click on that notification bell button to get notified as we post a new video every week. That's it for this one, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.